Hey guys, Happy New Year! It is 2018, so I'm really excited about this because we are going to get the scheduling in order in 2018. So stress comes from not getting to the things in our present that we're supposed to be getting to, which is affecting our future. We're going to be scheduling our time in 2018, but today we're going to get into paperwork because paperwork and junk mail are the biggest. It makes the biggest difference when you get those things in order. It is just visual procrastination and visual worry. The very first step when getting your paperwork in order is to crack open your laptop, sign up for a Gmail account. The new year is the perfect time to sign up for a new Gmail account if you haven't been keeping track of your Gmail. As soon as you start a Gmail account, you'll have a Google Drive and a Google Documents already made for you. So the Google Documents will be stored on your Google Drive. You're going to store them in your Google Drive in various folders. What I use my Google Documents for is at the end of the year, I always have a journal or a notebook, and I want to save the most important thoughts and the most important pages. Not everything should be scanned in. So whatever is relevant, if it has a lot of useful info, I will go ahead, grab my Brother color scanner and I will scan it in. But if it doesn't have a lot of info on that page, I'll just take the relevant info and write it into a Google Docs to condense it. Therefore, I'm saving myself a lot of time. And you definitely want to get a scanner, a portable scanner. On my Twitter, I have scanned in my Christmas photo. If you have a lot of photos, definitely go ahead and go to a store and get them to scan it all for you and then back it up to your drive. And on your phone, you should already have Google Photos loaded and it backs everything up, all ends up into your Gmail account. As soon as you download Google Drive onto your phone, it's all there. Everything you're about to scan in is all there, easy for you to get to. So go ahead and set that up on your phone. Make sure it's really easy so all your photos are being loaded up to your new account. And if you have an old account, go ahead and share all of the relevant data on the Google Drive to this account. So you can share any folders that you have on that account to this new account. Google makes it really easy. You can go ahead and get a hard drive, load everything to your hard drive, but if the house floods or anything like that, grab that external hard drive and head out the door. I'll go ahead and link a hard drive down below, but you can do both. You can load it to Google and you can load it to your hard drive. So whatever you want to do, there's a way for you to back up these things so that you don't need hard copies of paper. I use a little post-it brick and I just put on top of each pile of paper what it is that I'm working on. So when I'm scanning these into my Google Docs, I do it in according to pile. So when you make your Google Drive, you're going to make things, for instance, you're going to put recipes and then you're going to put business document, whatever your piles are, sentimental. You're going to create folders. So on the left hand side, all the way up at the top, there's a new, and you're going to click on the big blue button called new, and you're going to create a new folder. And when you create a folder, you're going to put all your recipes in a pile, and you're going to put on top of it your post-it with recipes on the top, and you're going to do all that at once so you can dump it all into that folder. When it comes to credit cards, I only keep a 2% card, and the reason why I only keep a 2% card is because I want to make things as simple as possible. Simplicity applies to systems. It applies to everything. If there is areas of your life that are not simple, it's all going to bleed into each other. It's a mindset. I just keep a 2% cash back card so I don't have to keep track of statements, rotating categories. You want to get your credit card streamlined. You don't want to have a mentality of trying to save the most amount of money, because remember, that's the attitude of more. More is more. And when you have the attitude of more is more, everything becomes complex. Ambition blinds accuracy. You have to be careful. Whenever you're trying to save a lot, you'll undo a lot of the benefits of that by getting into the more is more mindset. And so the same thing is true for coupons. You can save extra money by hitting all the sales, getting all of the coupons, but you're getting into a complex mentality, in the hunt type of mentality, and really think about whether or not that is in line with the values of simplicity, because it is a lot easier to be consistent and it's a lot easier to be simple if you surround yourself in all areas with simple concepts like harmony in the home, peaceful music, and and not getting into the sale and deal mindset, it's going to be easier for most people just to get into the mindset of simplicity. So just keep that in mind. It's just something to consider. So when you're dividing your paperwork, you want to divide it into pleasure paper that gives you joy and paper that is for business. And the paper that gives, and you should always sort your mail like that as well. The pleasure section will have to get scanned in. Almost none of the business stuff needs to ever get scanned in. So when I'm getting things in the mail and I'm getting bills, water bills, anything like that, none of that's going to get scanned in. And you want to name your folders according to the groupings that you are scanning in. So if you're scanning a bunch of recipe cards, you'll put recipes. And when you're organizing your recipes, be really smart, for instance, and organize all of your recipes into 5 categories, maybe sides, desserts, main dishes, whatever you got, your 5 categories, soups, smoothies, something like that. Get your 5 categories and then have, for instance, all of your sides as capital S and then put the side dish. So capital S, cauliflower mashed potatoes. Therefore, all of your side dishes will all be alphabetically organized so you can see all your side dishes at a glance and they're not all jumbled into the main dishes. Be very smart when you're naming your files. Make sure you name them either by date or you name them by category, whatever is more relevant. So on my phone, I just keep the Google Drive app because I don't need the Google Doc app. Everything is on my Google Drive. So I can just peruse my recipes that I saved. I can peruse my business documents. I have my little brother scanner here that I use for everything, including some pictures, but I don't have that many pictures, so the volume I can handle. There are bigger scanners, but it's just worth your time to just go and get it done. About once a month, I just grab all the receipts together and scan them in. Sometimes I'll even wait 6 months because I don't have that many receipts. Most stores, everything is digitized now. So I buy most things online so that I don't have to scan in receipts. So I don't have to save stuff. I try not to return most things by knowing what will fit me well, by knowing my taste in things and being decisive. Therefore, I will have to save a lot less stuff. The last thing I want to say is when it comes to sentimental items like children's artwork and things like that, you want to take pictures of it always before you hang it up on the wall. Take a picture of it. And then you want to hook your phone up to your Google Drive account or your Google Photos account on your phone, and it will just upload every single picture on your Google Photos, and you can just delete all of the pictures. It will prompt you to delete all the pictures that's backed up, so it will all be in one place on your Gmail account. But you want to put your pictures up on the wall, savor them, and then when it's time, new artwork comes in, let the old fall away and process it like that. Sentimental items are always the most difficult, so you always want to save those for last when you're decluttering paperwork. And if you're clinging onto things because they remind you of someone or because they make you feel great, you are a walking compilation of your accomplishments, obviously, and also those people are with you. Those people are with you. Your personality has been affected, your thinking has been affected by their lives, so they're never truly gone. I just want to show you the paper that I have left over. The paper that I have left over is 4 pieces of paper, and then 7 years of taxes are in here, as well as my birth certificate, social security card. That's all in here. I'm going to go ahead and scan this notebook. I'm going to go ahead and copy the relevant information onto the Google Docs. And I also have one folder of all of my favorite magazine clippings, so I can go through for inspiration if I'm working on a project or if I'm decorating. Then I will go through this folder. So I have 2, one for fun and one for business, and I keep them nearby, but this is very little paper and I really don't need the magazine. It's obviously just for pleasure. This is really all you need. And again, I'm an independent contractor and this is what I boiled it down to. I'm not saying you got to get down to this. A lot of people have kids and own their house and have more paperwork than that. But what I'm saying is it's possible. It's possible to get down to one binder, just one binder of household things. one folder of all of your warranties, one folder of your contracts, one folder of your tax information, one folder with all of your kids and your social security card and birth certificates. You can get it down to one very slim folder. And imagine how much lighter your life will be if a flood happens, anything like that. The other stuff is online, so you just got to grab that little binder and head out and you're good to go. Life is so much easier when you simplify. I hope you guys are inspired by this video to get your paperwork in order. Again, paperwork and the junk drawer make the biggest difference. I can't wait to get into how to organize your schedule because I have been working on a system that has been working beautifully. So I can't wait to see you guys next Sunday in the next minimalist and organization video. Happy New Year, and thank you guys so much for watching.